Hey there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heidi and in this video we'll be driving around some of the communities in Wellen Park in Venice, Florida. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and turn all notifications on. Also, don't forget that you can contact me if you have any questions or are looking to move to the area. I'll leave my information in the description box below. Here we're driving into the first community off of Highway 41 and West Villages Parkway, which is the Renaissance.
Cool to see too just how they have all these different like themed ones. Like right now you're seeing Renaissance and whatnot, and each one seems to have sort of a different theme as far as the way the houses look and what they have. Some have villas, some have condos, some have houses. A lot of them have houses, but there's kind of something for everyone depending on what you want.
Yes, they're Tuscan-inspired homes, but the neighborhoods do look a little bit different depending on where you are.
So you can see at this roundabout here, there's a bunch of different like communities. Like each road kind of goes to a different community. So kind of cool how that's like this little central area, and then that leads into all these other different little like suburban pockets. Like we drove a lot, and I think we got to most of them. I don't know if we got to all of them, but we got through the vast majority of them. And these suburbs, they go deep. Let's just say that.
So here we're taking a U-turn on River Road, which is one of the main roads in the Northport/Venice area. And this right here is the West Villages Parkway. And here we're going into a different community, which is called Preserves at West Villages. This whole area was called the West Villages before.
Yeah.
So these are all gated communities, but all the gates pretty much were open. Since it was the weekend, they probably want to have people who want to look at the model homes be able to actually access the model homes. But typically they are closed.
Yeah, and we, like, after driving around this area, I don't think before we had moved here we realized how many houses there really are within this new area of Wellen Park, formerly known as the West Villages. But really cool how that area is developing with, you got the Braves Stadium in the previous video that we showed, or I shouldn't say the stadium, the spring training facility in the area, and some of the newer like hotspot things that I think are coming to that area. But then you're also not very far from Venice, and you're also not very far from Northport.
And Englewood.
And, the beach is close. So you kind of get all of that at a decent, price, and you can get a pretty new place. I mean, a lot of these are brand new. There's a lot of new construction going in, or you can get something that's not very old at all, maybe a couple years at most, some maybe 10 years. Or some of the older places, I would say maybe 20 at the most.
Yes, I believe I read somewhere that the West Villages were established in 2004. There are also plans for a downtown that's going to be completed in 2022. So this is the West Villages Parkway, and this is how all the communities are connected to each other. It's like the main street to go from one end to the other.
And one thing I want to point out that we talk about in some other videos, but sidewalks. Notice all the sidewalks. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't know, for a lot of people, maybe it's not a big deal. I know a lot of people though, in the Venice area in general, they, the retirees and whatnot, they go for walks a lot. We see them all the time. So it's just nice to have that. You don't have to worry about looking for traffic and whatnot. Or if you got a dog, you can take the dog for a walk. Little things like that you would maybe take for granted that you don't get in a lot of parts of Florida. And even, you can see throughout some of this video, some of the people out and about and whatnot. You'll see occasional golf carts and stuff, and people grilling out or whatever. Or you could tell they got their activity for the day. I believe it was a weekend when we filmed this, wasn't it? It was like a Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of the people that have these golf carts, what they do is they'll just ride the golf cart to like the main area where all the amenities are located. So like to the pool or to the tennis courts and whatever. So that's why a lot of people just have the golf carts instead of like walking or having a bike to bike there.
Yeah, and one other thing to note too is like it's kind of cool how there's one how these gated communities have so many. Some of them have a lot of amenities. It depends on what which one you're in, but some are gonna have like a whole golf course or health clubs. Sometimes they'll even have classes,
fitness centers.
Yeah, and all kind. Yeah, it just really depends. Each one's kind of got their own thing, but yeah, there's the potential for a lot of things. You're almost all of them are gonna have a pool. Trying to think what else that we're missing.
Pool, tennis courts, the fitness centers, golf
course,
and then some. I think Gran Paradiso has the puck. What is that called? Puck something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That game that's like in downtown.
Oh, shuffle puck.
Shuffle puck.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them will have that too. Trying to think. I want to say there's other stuff, but I'm not thinking of it off the top of my head. I know some of them have like different kinds of like dance and fitness classes and whatever else.
So here's another neighborhood pretty similar to the other ones we've been driving around, but this one was built around a lake or a pond, and that's why they named it Gran Lago.
And as you can see, everything looks pretty new. You got a lot of palm trees. Roads are well, maintained. Well, I suppose they have to be. They're new. And you got a lot of those little brick road sections too, which is cool.
So this is towards the exit of the communities, going onto Highway 41/Tamiami Trail. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to contact me if you're looking to move to the area or have any questions. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.